There's so many different possibilities that I could be scared about. You know, my pasta may not be al dente or to their liking. My sauce might not be to their liking. They might not like my meatballs. But there's a lot, and I really feel like I went hard on this. Underneath this hat is a lot of sweat, and I just hope that this is going to be enough to keep me in the competition.
Okay, so everyone, grab your scatola misteriosa in 3, 2, 1.
I look down and the first thing I see is a big pork fillet. There's also pancetta, there's scampi. There's many ideas thrown around in my head right now. I really need to pull myself back, have restraint, and think about one dish, not too many, otherwise I'm gonna get overwhelmed and not be able to do this properly.
There's beautiful tomatoes, there's beautiful cheeses, and I'm like, yes, an Italian challenge, woohoo! I cook Italian-inspired food a lot at home, so delicious. It's everyone's favourite comfort food, right? This is the most beautiful mystery box. Most of these ingredients I can't afford on a student budget, so it's just a privilege to have them in front of me. So the ingredients are gorgeous, they're just a dream.
In your mystery boxes, you all have the same 18 ingredients. From scampi, pork fillets, pancetta, Italian sausage, arborio rice, ricotta, parmigiano, gorgonzola. You have some tomatoes, basil, fennel, and eggplant. You also have some apricots, pistachios, and saffron. Everything else you need is under your bench as staple ingredients. Italian food, it's not fussy, it's not fancy. It's all about flavor. But it's amazing the power you get from the alchemy of playing with a few simple ingredients. Apply that today, and you'll definitely be in a strong position to remain in this competition.
There's a lot at stake today. The contestant that cooks the least impressive dish will be going home.
You have 60 minutes, and your time starts now. Andiamo! Let's go!
Andiamo! 10 minuti!
You got 10 minutes, guys! 10 minutes!
It's a little ugly duckling.
Oh, there's 10 minutes left. Okay, stress. Oh, almost forgot bloody roast garlic.
I need to get my butt going. Can I say butt? Okay. Butt.
5 minutes, guys. You have 5 minutes. Let's get the plating going. You should be finishing up.
It's always just the last 5 minutes that creep up on you. So yeah, pressure's always huge.
Ten seconds, guys. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Stand back.
I was like down to the wire, honestly.
Oh, I'm shaking. That was intense. But yeah, I'm feeling really pleased with what I finished to produce. I think I've stepped it up. I think I have refined my plate and pared back some of the ingredients that I was going to use. I didn't use any blue cheese, and I stayed with a really simple sauce.
There's so many different possibilities that I could be scared about. You know, my pasta may not be al dente or to their liking. My sauce might not be to their liking. They might not like my meatballs. But there's a lot, and I really feel like I went hard on this. Underneath this hat is a lot of sweat, and I just hope that this is going to be enough to keep me in the competition.
Today, I had a point to prove by getting my tortellini absolutely perfect. I believe I've done that. I'm really happy with where it's at. Today, my heart's on a plate. I've given it my all, and if I go home today, I can walk away knowing that I could not have done a better cook.
Oh my God, it was down to the wire. I was literally putting the scampi on the plate in the last 10 seconds. I had a lot of elements, and it's exactly what I envisioned in my head, and I think it's quite a modern take on my version of Italian. Hopefully the judges will see that too.
I'm not confident. Each cook that we go into the kitchen for, everyone is getting better and better, and the competition is just getting stiffer and stiffer.
You know, I definitely want to stay. I don't feel as though I'm ready to go home yet. I've still got plenty more to give, and and I'd really just want to keep getting better and better. So, hopefully I've done enough.
I'm not sure. If I get any of this wrong, it's an elimination day, and there's a real possibility I could go home.
Today is an elimination. There's a lot at stake, and going home would be an end of such an amazing journey. Just want to walk in and impress the judges.
That looks pretty impressive, Sam.
Bellissimo.
I made a mushroom and raw egg yolk raviola with a pancetta crema, butter poached scampi, scampi oil, and scampi roe.
You said you put an egg yolk in the raviolo.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that the egg yolk is still raw, so then it'll kind of ooze out into the cream sauce to give it extra body and oomph.
Cominciare a mangiare.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Nailed it.
Well, first of all, your dish looked beautiful. Presentation, 10 out of 10. I love the flavors. I love that you put a lot of thought and energy into that scampi oil. It was really generous. It was a well thought out dish. I really loved the little scampi roe that were through the dish, really gave a nice pop, a beautiful texture. A bit of a fail for me was when you made the raviolo, where you joined those two pastas, it was definitely too thick for me, so it was an inconsistency for textures.
Thank you.
I think in the way that it looked and was presented, amazing. I also like that you've put some of your own little techniques in there. You've made oil out of the scampi shells. It's a very rich dish for me. If you had to put some lemon on top of that, it would have kind of cancelled out all of the richness and kind of molded it all together in perfection of flavour. But I think overall, great.
Thank you.
This is fantastic. This is what we want to see in MasterChef. The thought that went into it, it was inspiring to have that beautiful egg yolk, perfectly soft and silky, just melt into the rest of the sauce. You really took your time to extract all the flavors. I think they all actually melded very well together. The only thing that could have made it more perfect was the thickness of the raviolo on the outside. But well done, Sam.
Yeah, great job, man. I'm impressed.
Thanks, guys. There was a lot of positives. I'm happy that they were stunned by the dish in terms of its visuals. I was like, yeah.
Welcome, Naomi.
Hi.
Tell us, what have you prepared today?
So I've got fettuccine pasta that I've cooked with meatballs. I've used a little bit of pancetta. I've used the Italian sausage and the pork loin as well. Chopped that up, chucked it in. I've also made a tomato sauce with Parmesan cheese on top.
Chopped it up and chucked it in. I love it. Classic cooking version of driving with your arm out the window.
Meatballs are good. Pasta's good. You can cook pasta. Sauce is good.
Naomi, are you confident in this dish? You actually think it's good enough? At this stage in the competition, what you give us, it has to be excellent. This dish isn't good. This dish is great.
It is amazing.
Bravo! Bravo!
Oh my God.
This is fantastic. This is so
absolutely delicious.
tasty.
Naomi, you have been just taking on our feedback and improving in steps each time. You really, really have. This dish was a triumph. It was really beautiful. It was generous. I think for me, you nailed the brief with all those flavors.
Naomi, if you're not already, you need to back yourself in this competition.
Good job.
Every challenge, I think, I could be going home, and that is the reason why I want to improve and work hard to not go home. I don't want to be on that chopping block.